Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kick it away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball, trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. First down here for this offense. Toss play to the outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now here comes the bunch formation. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. The ball is loose. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Handoff to the right side. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Well, you played in rivalry games, no shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Gators with 1st and 10 here. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. No press here. The defense backing away. Pressure is coming. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quick throw to the left. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Gators will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. The linebacker shifting around now. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Well, it is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Florida 7, Tennessee.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 26, set to kick off.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Always looking to throw. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's White. It's a nice gain. He moved the football up to the 27. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Crucial third down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This try is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Towards the sideline. Mark out of bounds at the 48. And that's a first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, it's going to cost you.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, a last-gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Selden. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On the run, it's Sampson. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. The ball is looking to run some tempo here. Tight end goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. That's caught. It's Sampson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And tackled there by the defense. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal, still looking for their first points of the game. They'll try to run this one in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Contact as he let the ball go. And the pass is complete to the tight end. He's brought down. The freshman quarterback showing toughness, standing in to take the hit.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Defense not pressing this time. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And looking for a big play here. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not much of a return, but the pick ends his scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Here's the handoff. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To throw, it's Ayamaleva. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Can they catch him? He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. There's the handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. They go with a direct snap. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll pitch it. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Florida. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. Sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's gone on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback, this is what you dream about. Having the ball in your hands with a chance to lead your team down and potentially win this game.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Big gain, catch made at the 30. He's finally brought down, but clearly the freshman quarterback not afraid of airing it out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the toss play now, running left. He's bulldozing his way through. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Great chance of the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
He's running out of time here. With the catch, it's Johnson. No shot to bring him down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. On the ground, it's Daniels. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The sure hands. It's Johnson. The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. The offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Crowd trying to make a difference here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
He runs out of bounds at the 28. That's a first down.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. here comes the field goal unit onto the field. On the 27, it'll be a 44-yard field goal attempt for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 7 defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. Looking to throw it on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone. The defense holds to wrap up the victory. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession.